Oh boy, what's up, fellas? Welcome back. There's a bit of a situation, and the situation is I took a video down. Yes, I had a lot of people messaging me saying, Godzillanator, oh, I saw this video, it was there in plain sight, and now it's gone, it disappeared, it's private. What happened? Well, truth be told, I just really wasn't happy with the quality of the video. I felt a bit out of my element doing it, and I felt like I was just kind of offering too much for you guys. So, I want to keep these, a bit more, short and sweet. And the video is actually doing really well. After only a couple hours, it had like 1,600 views. But that's not the point. I don't necessarily do this for views and whatnot. I mean, obviously, I want more people to watch these videos. But I don't want to give people the wrong impression. So, yeah, I took it down, guys, but we're doing it again. I know I'm a bit late to the party here, right? Because the sneak peek was not last night, but the night before. But I'm gonna do it anyways, because I'm a star creator now, so I kind of have to do these things, guys. All right, so let's jump into it, shall we? And yeah, I have to say I'm pretty excited about Mr. Fantastic actually getting a rework, right? Because everybody should know by this point, right? That the maker is Mr. Fantastic, and I'm gonna tell you just like how he became a villain, because before the sneak peek got released, I didn't know how he became a villain and how he actually became the maker. But Mr. Fantastic, yeah, I mean he's one of the smartest characters in the Marvel universe, as a matter of fact, and I'm excited. I'm glad he's actually getting a rework 100%, so he can become a usable character again. Because he's a native tier 2, and I feel like all native tier 2s, right? Native tier 3s too. They should be good. They should be good, and they should get justice, right? As we're all asking for. And the maker, he's definitely a force to be reckoned with. So let's actually watch a sneak peek. I know you've seen it, but let's go ahead, and then we'll talk about it. So it kind of sounds like something's being constructed, and they got the eyes there in the background. If you were one of the 1,600 people that actually saw the video, I made an assessment or a prediction that, I was basically just putting two and two together. It's a 6-year anniversary. There's 6 members of the Illuminati. This is shaping up to be an Illuminati update. I would imagine we can expect Professor X, is he going to get the wheelchair? That would be pretty awesome. I have to say, see Professor X, I don't know, with some rocket boosters on the back of his wheelchair, just, spinning around, doing donuts. So yeah, well, here, let me, I'm going to get into that in just a moment. Here's Reed Richards, the maker, but thing is this, he doesn't have the growth on the back of his head, because the thing is this, he ends up growing his brain out more, and so the size of his head actually has to increase to contain the brain, right? So, and it says, yeah, half his face disfigured. Johnny Storm, he burns him, he disfigures half his face, and he can't use his right arm. And the back of his head has become bulbous with extra brain growth, no internal organs. Yeah, because he's, the way his cells work, he doesn't actually stretch his body. He actually just he makes new cells. So it appears like he's stretching, but he's really just making new cells. All right, let me pull up this next clip. All right, and so because this appears to be shaping up as an Illuminati update, I feel like it's worth mentioning the Illuminati, right? And just who they are, some brief history on them in case you don't know. So the members of Illuminati, first and foremost, we have Namor, Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic, of course, Professor X, Doctor Strange, and Black Bolt. Could we be seeing a uniform for each one of them? I don't know. And will all of them be villains as well? I don't know. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. I'd be for that, sure. Okay, so the Illuminati, they were put together to be basically their initial purpose was each one of them were given an Infinity Stone, and it says right here that we'll hide the stones from everyone and everything, and they're basically the protectors of the stones. But that's not all they do. That's not what they're limited to. They basically they intervene on any Omega level threat that threatens the Earth. Like during the incursions, they intervened on that. They even wiped Captain America's mind because he was kind of, part of the whole deal as well. And Captain America, he wasn't for their solution. I'm not going to tell you what their solution is. If you want to know, go check out the Incursions. But all this stuff ties in together. The Superior Iron Man, him waking up basically he's trapped with the Black Swan. This is during the Incursions, as a matter of fact. So I'm curious to see exactly where they actually go with this. All right, what I can do is I can leave a link for this page if anybody actually wants to check it out. But this basically just goes into what the Illuminati is. It's the biography of the Illuminati and talking about it. And it goes to say, like, there were other members part of it for briefly, like T'Challa, Black Panther. Who else? Yeah, like I said, Captain America, he was kind of, a part of it as well. I'm not sure exactly how formal that was, though. But, it goes into some discussion about, some of the threats that they actually, prevented from happening on Earth, and some of the things that they saved humanity from. All right, so I'm going to first talk about, sorry, buddy. I'm going to first talk about his most recent appearance in the comics. So it's right after the Absolute Carnage run. This is Venom issues 19 and 20. I'm pulling some of this stuff from. It's where he's actually after the Codex and in a Grendel. And he's unsuccessful getting them, but this is right around the time. So this is, Venom 19 and 20. This is right around the time that Null is on his way to Earth. So this is basically like at the start of King in Black. And I thought this was pretty cool. This is him. He's hosting a symbiote from the Live Foundation, and I don't know. He looks so cool, man. How cool would it be if he got a skill that actually like turned him into that? And right here, he's actually like he takes out all the there's Thing, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Captain America. He takes them out basically no problem. And it's only until Dylan, right, Eddie Brock's son, actually gets with a sleeper symbiote and he's able to take him out. But it wasn't easy. So Dylan and his sleeper symbiote. All right, what else do I got here? Okay, yeah, this is just showing him and his ugly bulbous head, right? How would you like your head to look like that? We're not getting the bulbous head, though. It doesn't appear like we're getting his bulbous head. Maybe right? He like Captain Marvel's binary skill, right? You hit his fifth and he grows his bulbous head and he turns into the symbiote. And hang on, and he summons the Council of Reeds. I almost said the Council of Ricks, Rick and Morty, right? They get that from here. So yeah, he summons the Council of Reeds. And yeah, I think that would be pretty cool, right? Just tier 3, he summons the Council of Reeds. Oh my goodness, and they just do something crazy. All right, where was I? Okay, oh yeah, fun fact. So a symbiote is actually created. Well, so symbiotes. They don't just spawn randomly. They're created when they feel a threat to the hive. So like Carnage, when Thanos was hunting for the Infinity Stones, I'd say that's a pretty cataclysmic event, right? If he gets all the stones, there's going to be trouble. So Carnage was actually created during that time, and I think that's all I got. The Council of Council of Reeds. Oh man, so sick. Yeah, he was trying to open a portal back to his home, and he wasn't sure of certain things, the consequences and whatnot. So he had to summon them for advice. All right, now let's talk about how Reed Richards actually becomes the Maker. How does he just turn villainous? Because you don't just wake up one day and become a villain, right? A bad guy to that effect. All right, so how does a guy like Reed Richards become a villain? Well, it all goes back to Magneto. Magneto, he changes the magnetic pulse of the Earth, which results in a giant tidal wave coming crashing into New York City. And it kills a bunch of heroes. And it turns out that Dr. Doom was behind the whole thing. He's behind the whole thing. And Reed Richards, he feels responsible for Dr. Doom. So he's suffering from PTSD, right? He just, there's too much guilt built up on this guy. So he ends up, this is the start of his villainous ways. He ends up orchestrating an alien attack on the Baxter Building, Peter Parker's house, and his parents' house. I mean, man, that's pretty deep. That is pretty deep. So that's kind of the start of it. And some other notable things that he actually does. Well, let me pull up a different shot first. Where are we? Okay, so he ends up getting in prison, and then King Hulk. Let's see. King Hulk. Nope, not that. Where is it? Oh no. Okay, here it is. King Hulk, Quicksilver, and a brainwashed Johnny Storm end up busting him out, and they bust him out so they can collect the Infinity Stones. And what do they want to do with the Infinity Stones? Well, what does any evil villain want to do? They want world domination. That's what they want to do. So they end up doing that. And one of the stones. Hang on, let me get rid of that. And one of the stones. Where is it? There it is. Okay, one of the stones actually in Tony Stark's head. So he has to perform brain surgery on Tony Stark. He ends up getting the stone, and then he leaves Tony Stark for dead. So that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad in my book. And other notable things is not that. Why do I keep pulling that one up? Man, I'm so unorganized here. I had it all good. I did. Okay, here we go. All right, so he ends up building this dome. He ends up building this crazy sciencey dome where the time manipulation in it is absolutely insane. So like 1,000 years can pass in the dome, but only like a year pass on the outside. So during this whole time, he's got like 1,000 years to just science the shit out of everything, right? Become super duper smart and just, being able to think his way out of any situation. So he's kind of gaining an advantage over everybody. And then he ends up creating the children of tomorrow. And he does some bad stuff with them. He ends up like killing a bunch of Asgardians, almost killing Thor. Tony Stark has to come and save the day. This and that. So that's pretty insane. Guys, I think this is shaping up to be a pretty decent update, right? I mean, the Illuminati, some of them becoming villains. You can't shake a stick at that, right? And the 6, as I mentioned, Tony Stark, Black Bolt. Well, we already know Tony Stark. We already know we got the Maker, right? Black Bolt, Doctor Strange, Namor could become good again and a hero, perhaps. And then Professor X getting the wheelchair. Let's hope he gets that. Doctor Strange, I'm not sure which look he will actually he could possibly get. I mean, there's so many looks for every different character, right? It would be very difficult to pinpoint what each one will get. Like how does Superior Iron Man in the Endosim suit and the Maker actually relate and coincide? I don't know. I didn't find anything on that, but if you know how they relate, let me know. So I'm pretty excited for this, guys. I'm not upset anymore. I never really was upset once I saw Iron Man. Like I said, he was my very first tier 3 and one of my favorite characters, truth be told. So I'm happy about this, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think as well, the 6-year anniversary is going to be the 6 characters of the Illuminati. It only makes sense, right? Like you kind of just have to put 2 and 2 together to add up to what's going on here. So let me know what you think, guys. So I'm gonna end it there. So you better stay tuned, you stay breezy, but most of all, friend, you stay safe out there now. Peace.